How's it going, Epic Traders? It's Ryan Small, founder of Epic Analysis. And on this video, we're going to just cover Markup Monday, episode 11. So this week is going to be a little complicated because we have elections coming out tomorrow, and then we also have NFP, and this being the first week of November, and then second to last month of 2020. So overall, this week should be pretty volatile. So I advise everyone to trade with proper risk management and just look at this video as more so as an educational tool. Don't look at this video to try to take trades and make money, because the markets and the overall fundamentals of what's going to be happening is going to be changing damn near every hour starting tomorrow for elections. So let's just use this video as a tool guide, and then let's see how the markets move to the end of the week. Okay, so to start it off, I'm going to be looking at the DXY dollar index. Last week we was on a solid uptrend, breaking above 93, 93.5, and then also reaching 94 resistance, where the market just made highs at. Looking at this on a 4-hour, you can see the market pushed up, made these highs, and now it's looking like it's rejecting from this 94 range right here. Look like it's get the rejection and possibly push that back down towards this support. This support would align with this region right here. So that would be the first region I'll see the market coming, pushing down to. If we break below that, then overall it'll push back down towards the trend line. Oh, I need to my fault. Yeah, so if I extend the trend line out, this would be the next level where I see the market pushing down to. If we break below this 93.6, 93.5 level, I expect the market to hit the trend line, and then overall after that, we can push all the way up to the upside, or we can start a whole new downtrend. And that's, and that's kind of why I just want to sit on my hands with these and just wait for the market to hit certain levels, and then wait for that certain confirmation to show that the market is trying to push that way. And if you haven't, or if you're new and you haven't really traded elections, then I would just advise you to just sit on your hands and just watch and then take notes so you can benefit from the next time elections come around. All right, so overall, that's what it looks like for the dollar index. We might get a push down, and then at these levels, we'll be watching to see if we get a bounce or a rejection. All right, EURUSD. Excuse me. Yeah, so EURUSD. As of right now, so because the market went pretty bearish, if you just look at this on the daily time frame, we had the market reached these highs, dropped, make a lower high, retraced, pushed up, made another double top around here, and then we finally got that drop. And this drop, let's see if it broke below the support. Not yet. So it didn't technically break below the support. So now if we do not break below the support, then more than likely we're going to get that retracement to the upside. Move my arrow. Boom. So retracement to the upside more than likely towards 117, if not higher. And then from there, we'll be either looking for a rejection back down or a breakthrough to the upside. So for just the first quicker move, I'm just looking for a quick retracement. After that retracement happens, all bets are off because of what's going on tomorrow and to the end of the week. So as of right now, price is around 116, a little bit under 116.5. I can see it pushing up another 50 to possibly 100 pips to the upside before giving us another opportunity. Okay. Let me see, what else am I trying to look at? USDCAD. Okay, so with USDCAD, let me look at this on a higher time frame real quick. So yeah, the overall structure has been bearish for the most part. Most recently, we did see a change with this bullish momentum, but now looking at this on a daily time frame, the market pushed up and reached that 134, and then now we have multiple wicks, and then we got a strong shooting star bearish engulfing type candle that pushed price back below this overall support and pushed price back below 1.325. So we're either going to get that continuation back down lower, and that 132 is going to be a key region, because if we break through that, then we know the overall structure has changed. But if we can't break below 132.50, then overall we may see a slight retracement up to the upside before we either give us a breakup bounce scenario. So yeah, this 1.3250 or this 1.3275 region would be where I'm be targeting if we can't break below 1.32 support. If we can't break below this region, then I will look for that retracement to the upside before the next scenario. The market may just push up just to, give us that drop. But keep in mind, this is another USD pair, so I would like to look to see how the markets are looking after 2 p.m. tomorrow, and then start to look for more so entries if you haven't already, or you could just stay away from overall US dollar pairs. Like I just called out EURJPY because it's staying away from the dollar, and it looks pretty good for continuation or for a retracement right now. Okay, so for USDCAD, I would be, if we don't get that fall through, that continuation to the downside, I'm going to be expecting a retracement. USD Chef. Okay, price just hit the negative 27 on the 4 hour. We have possible railroads right here. All right, then the market is starting to drop. This pair moves a little bit slower too, so keep that in mind. Also, we just broke above this resistance right here that we need to be aware of. Let me put a let me make a resistance line real quick. Okay, yeah. Actually, I could push it back or something. Okay, so the market did break above that resistance overall. So if we don't continue just straight up to the upside, then we're going to see a slight retracement. This level right here is going to be the first level because of this right here. If we break through that level, then overall we'll possibly be pushing down towards this level because of this structure and the 50 EMA right there. That's only if we get a break, because the market, like I said, it could easily push down, give us a slight retracement, and then just push straight up to the upside. So we need that confirmed break and hold below. So strong break and hold below. And my overall bias isn't to necessarily say that the dollar is going to be weak post-election or whatever. I just think we may see a slight retracement tonight or tomorrow. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm still going to just reevaluate and look at every single pair and reevaluate it tomorrow, because how the market looks right now, it may not, look like how it wants to go in the future or tomorrow. It might just be setting people up to trade the opposite way and then do all types of whipsaws, wick up 100 pips, wick down 100 pips, like it could do all types of crazy stuff. Because when I remember the last election, when Trump first got elected, I remember I was trading like UJ, and it spiked all the way to the downside at like 100 or like 99. And then after that, the next 2 weeks, it shot up like over 800 pips to the upside or something crazy. So just understanding from the experience, I understand how to trade news, and if you don't see a perfect setup, then it's best to just keep your hands clean and just wait. All right, GBPUSD, this is going to be the last dollar pair I'll go over. Then I'm going to go over like 2 or 3 other pairs. Okay, so with GU, so let's look at this on a weekly time frame real quick. Okay, it doesn't really show too much. Only thing I can say on a daily time frame is the market has been bearish, and then we slowly got this bullish corrective phase. And then most recently, the market made a high, but when it dropped back down, it came back down towards the support level. But the market failed to break actually below that region. So because it failed to break below that region, if we cannot break below this region, break below 1.29 support, then more than likely we're going to see the market push up another 50 to 100 pips. So if we cannot break below 1.29 support right now, I'm going to be expecting GBPUSD to reach 1.2950 to 1.30 resistance before the next opportunity presents itself. Looking at this on a 4-hour, we can see the support that's possibly holding. So at least up to the 50 EMA, which is around 1.2975. And then I would still be making this a lower high if it doesn't want to break that structure just yet. But just keep in mind that the market could still, because of like the lower highs and lower lows aren't that deep, and it's on they're a lot closer to each other, it's more condensed. The market could still break above these levels and still end up dropping back down to the downside. You know what I mean? So it's certain times where you need the market to withstand from breaking certain highs or certain lows, but in this case, because we're all condensed together, the market can still push up, reach 1.30 or push up above 1.30 and still overall push down to the downside. But in this case, just for right now, I would, if the market, like I said, if it cannot break below this 1.29 region, then overall, I would like to see that retracement back up. To the upside, if we cannot hold, if we cannot break below, push back up. All right. AUDCAD, this is a pair I called out last week. I knew it was going to start dropping this week, and it started dropping too early for me. But yeah, if you just look at it on a higher time frame, you can kind of tell. Even on the weekly, I was looking at it around here when it just made that retracement. Okay, so looking at this on the daily, market pushed down, lower high, lower low. Price pushed up, lower high, respected the 50 EMA, stayed below that, and then now it's starting to push down. And I could only bet that if we get that continuation, that the market is going to come down, reach the support, and possibly lower and reach that 0.92 resistance, or support, I'm sorry. So also we possibly can draw a fib from the high to low, like this. Came just shy of 61.8, 38.2. And then the negative 24 comes in around 0.9160. So yeah, overall, if price withstands these highs, then I'm gonna like to see price for sure hit this support here. And then if we break below that support, coming down and hit the TP eventually. Just let me just draw a support line right here. All right, yeah, so another thing with this, because I'm on a daily and the last damn near 6 days have been bearish, like a bullish move could push price back up before the drop. With this, I would ideally like to catch the sales above 0.9350. Ideally, but if we see the market make a retracement but cannot break above certain levels, then that would be a good opportunity to possibly catch the sell to the downside. You can write it down towards 0.925, 0.92 support. All right, and EURJPY. So right now, I just called the buy on this pair, looking at it on a smaller time frame. So this is just a counter trend move to me. So if you just look at it on the weekly, you could clearly tell that the market is trying to go bearish, strong bearish move, retracement, strong bearish move, hit the 50 EMA, and it looks like the market is trying to slowly break below that structure. It's just now on the daily time frame, you see we have the double top right here. We have our necklines right here. So now after the double top breakthrough, I would just like to see the market push up, retest that region, and then give us another correction to the downside. So ideally, that's what I'm looking for on this pair. I already called out the buys. I'm expecting price to reach 122.5 to 123. Price pushes up here, and it starts to show some type of bearish rejection, bearish candles, and then you start close your buys, look for sales to the downside. If the market gets to this first level, but it does not show bearish structure, then you can still close your buys, but you don't look for sales right away. You wait for you get that confirmation. So even if you don't want to hold your buys and the market gets here, and then let's say it stalls for 12 hours, and then finally we get that breakthrough, then you kind of just want to wait and see the market how it acts when it gets around the next region of resistance or the next significant region where you see the market could possibly reverse at. If it was here, then now you'll be watching around here. If the market starts to show rejection, then at that point, the first TP would be at this support. The market will need to break back below the support. If we break back below that support, then you can look at TPs down here and lower until we get that breakthrough. And that's with any type of confusion with any breakout, or if it's to the downside or if we're in an uptrend or downtrend, like regardless, if we get that breakout, if you're looking for that buy on this sell, you need the market to break back below support. So if it doesn't do that, then overall we know that this is going to be our first take profit, because easily the market could break out, retest, and if it doesn't want to break below that support, the sell, then overall it's going to push back up to the upside. That's why you don't want to hold on to that sell if you don't get that confirmed break. And it's the same thing for the downside. If the market pushed down and then gave us a retracement up, like at this part right here, boom, it's the same thing. So if the market dropped and we caught a buy here, we would need the market to break above this resistance. If it doesn't break above this resistance, then more than likely we're going to see another drop. So that's why you need to wait for confirmed breaks and confirmed hold and breaks. All right, so yeah, that's what I'm looking for with EURJPY, to push to the upside real quick, and then I'll look to see how it acts around 122.5 or around 123. If we get rejections around that, then I'm going to look to sell it back down towards 122 and possibly towards 121 support. All right, I kind of want to make this a little bit quicker because as of right now, the pairs don't matter as much unless you're just trying to trade and catch pit for right now to tonight. But once tomorrow comes after 2 p.m., you know, you got to put your game face on and start to reevaluate every single pair and just keep an eye out on the actual news and what's going on with the overall analysis within the market. But don't, you know, look at the charts too much and don't think about it too much. Like if you don't know what's really going on, don't try to gamble and guess, because the market can move, especially for USD pairs, hundreds of pips within seconds. So just keep that in mind, and let's have a successful trading week, everyone. So this is going to be Markup Monday, episode 11, and let's get to it.